Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 59 of Bardic Quest, the show where a group of British trained actors tell fantastical, improvised stories through the medium of Dungeons and Dragons. So once again, apologies for the audio and video on Thorik's side. We had a bit of tech difficulties this morning, but lesser quality is better than no Thorik at all, is what I say. So we will persevere. Don't forget as well to check out our friends over at sirenscape.com, who have allowed us to use the wonderful ambience and musical sounds that you hear throughout the show. So again, that's sirenscape.com. Would highly recommend downloading their app and giving them a whirl. Actually, on a side note, they have recently launched a web player, which is pretty cool. So if you do run your games online, that's not through Zoom, you can actually log in, play the sounds, and just send a link over to your players, and it basically just gives them a live feed into the sound that you're playing, and they can control their volume that way. So worth checking out. That's actually the app itself, and the web player is actually free, so you can give it a whirl and then obviously pay or subscribe for any additional sounds that you'd like. So yeah, check them out, sirenscape.com. And also, don't forget that in our merch store until the 13th of November, which means you've got 3 days from the time this episode goes out, there's 20% off of everything on our merch store at bardicquest.com/shop. So if you have been considering getting some merch, now would be an excellent time to give it a go. So that's bardicquest.com/shop, 20% off everything until the 13th of November 2022. So, without further ado, let's get into this week's episode of Bardic Quest. Last time, our heroes made rather quick work of a bunch of goblins who were minding their own business, quite frankly, just praying at a shrine before these murder hobos stepped in and just and just slaughtered them. No, but yes, they made quick work of them. One of them cleaved from crown to toe in two by one of the barbarians at Saga's disposal, and they ventured deeper into Cragmaw Castle, into the adjoining dark hall, and whilst investigating the contents of said hallway, they were taken by surprise by a Grick emerging from the ceiling and ready to strike at our dwarven friend. So this is where we will pick up. So let us roll some initiative.
10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me where these good initiative rolls are coming from today. 16.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, very good for Thorik.
Thorik's
Okay.
just like hyper anxious in this setting.
Did you have extra coffee this morning? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're going to be on a 17 for the Grick. Oh dear, that's not good, because the Grick is going to get a surprise round on you, I'm afraid.
Oh, good.
great.
So it's going to go Grick, then on a normal round it would go Thorik, then Saga, but it's going to be Grick, Thorik, Saga, which is
Double Grick.
double Grick. Okay, so Thorik, this creature is above you, and It's Saga. You can see, as I say, its head is just opening up like a flower with these big beak, kind of like a Smith's pinching tongs, just kind of snapping. And the rest of its body somewhere between like a snake or a slug, with stony shaped skin, moving at surprising speed, in fact. So first of all, Thorik, it's going to try and slash at you with its tentacles that are coming from its head, and that is going to be a 16 against your AC, which I think is going to miss you, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
Okay, so that was lucky.
Thorik's bending over the brazier, just
Yeah, just kind of being slashed at from above. Now, as I say, the creature is above you. This is a 15-foot high room. Okay. But it's kind of hanging down to try and grab at you, and it's going to, because its tentacles missed the first time, it's going to now actually take a look at you, Saga. And it's going to try and slash at you with its tentacles. Oh, that's going to be a 21 against your AC. So the Grick then is going to do. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. That is 8 slashing damage against you on the tentacles.
8.
Yes.
There we go.
And because it hit you with its tentacles, it's going to snap its beak as it tries to kind of drag you in. It's just going to snap at you. But this time, it's only going to be a 11 against your AC, so that's just going to miss. As you're kind of fighting off being dragged in. You're not grappled though, it's just almost opportunistic. So and then the Grick just kind of slithers back up towards the ceiling, so it's 15 feet above you now, as it's kind of in the banisters of the shrine. So Thorik, you're now up next. You've got this creature above you that's just tried to attack you and then successfully managed to take a swipe at Saga.
And it's out of our reach because it's 15 foot above us.
Correct, it's up at the ceiling, yeah.
In which case, as much as Sacred Flame is radiant damage, would it ignite the brazier?
A Sacred Flame, I believe, specifies specifically it's not actually flammable.
Flame-like radiance, yeah. Okay. In which case, to illuminate the room for my compatriots as it's fucking dark in here, can I...
Well, I mean, Saga does have her copper piece that's got light on it.
That is true. Yeah, that might be a bit more obvious if I do like that. In which case, I am going to shout to Saga, not this helps, but normal weapons don't... sorry, I'm going to in a stage whisper, not shout. He's really tense, but he's like... Saga. In a carrying whisper. This doesn't help you very much, but normal weapons don't work particularly well on it.
Yes, indeed. They have resistance to non-magical weapon damage.
Which
So
means
they take half damage, basically, from whatever you hit it with, if it's non-magical.
Saga just go, well, it's all I have! He's snapping at Thorik because she's stressed out.
He's like, I know, and I'm sorry.
Oh, such a dad.
So, what are you going to do, Thorik? You've got this Grick 15 feet above you.
Oh, I
ready to
don't
strike.
know. Ask me in a minute. I'm going to. Thorik's. I didn't kill one of your friends, but I will kill you. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame against the thing.
Okay.
I don't know why. Oh, that's no. I don't want to do that. That's just damage. So it needs to make a dex save.
That's what I thought. Yes.
DC 12 doesn't get any benefit from cover.
Oh, you'll be disappointed to learn that they rolled a 19 on the dex save.
I'm very disappointed. Is he just kind of like just panics and just flashes his arm towards this thing, and this little puff of radiant flame just misses it and dashes off onto the like creates sparkles across one of the banisters, beams overhead. It's like, you bugger.
So you could still move, of course, or any bonus actions you have, of course.
I don't. Can I toss my other javelin to Gregor?
Yeah.
I do, so I just like, without looking at him, just like toss it at him. I'm just like, hit it.
Okay. So because
good move.
Yeah, very good move. Because retainers are designed to be nice and simple, they're just going to get a plus. What is it? A +6 on any attack.
Great.
So if you just roll to hit against the Grick for me.
That's 17.
Oh, a 17 will hit. Yeah. So, in terms of damage, what's the damage dice on a javelin again? You might have it in front of you.
D6. So D6 plus 3?
Let me see here. Yeah, D6 plus 3. Yeah.
4.
4. Okay, better than nothing. Oh, but it is going to be half damage because it's non-magical. So he does throw this javelin, and it just gets a kind of glancing blow, really, on the side of its slithery body. But hey, again, better than nothing. All right, so you're not going to move anyway. You're going to stay put for now.
Yeah, I don't want to go near that thing. I hate it.
All right, cool. So then that brings us to you, Saga.
Okay. Is it a cramped room again? Or...
No, this is a bigger room now. You're well, I mean, it's actually not too dissimilar in size, but because there's not an altar in the middle, it actually makes it a lot easier to move around. So you're kind of in a 20-foot square, basically.
Okay. Well, since it's still in the ceiling, right? The thing. I'm gonna crossbow it.
All right.
Gonna get a crossbow attack, which is a 17 to hit.
Okay, yeah, you fire off the crossbow and you manage to penetrate into its body. Roll for damage for me.
Can I use a superiority dice? Or did I have to announce that before I shot the thing?
I think you can just use it when you like, can't you?
Yeah, well, is it a maneuver that you're trying to do?
It's a maneuver, yeah.
I think you probably need to declare that before.
Okay. Damn it. Anyway, okay. So, damage, 1d8. That is 6 points damage.
Okay, nice. And it lets out a kind of a hiss as the... Oh, although it's not quite 6, is it? Because it's resistance, so it's going to be...
I scratched it.
And but it does still let out a hiss at you, and it kind of flaps its tentacles almost in a ravenous kind of way, as if to almost say, "I'm going to eat the fuck out of you."
Okay. Question.
Yes.
If I use action surge, can my next attack be a maneuvering attack if it's still the same weapon?
Now, is your action surge a bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
And does it say that you can take an attack action with your bonus as a bonus action, or is it an attack?
No.
Action surge is a completely different.
Action
it's a
surge
class
is that you can take one additional action on your turn.
Okay. In
So
which
it's not
case,
a bonus action.
In which case, then yes. Then yes, you can make it a maneuver.
There we go. So I'm going to use goading attack.
Oh.
Please.
Nice.
Please, please, please. No. 9. It's not going to hit.
Oh no, I'm afraid not. No,
Not gonna hit.
it's not going to hit. Sorry.
Damn it. That's me.
Okie doke.
Now it's I'm just gonna shout to Boar,
Yeah.
get it off the ceiling. I don't know how he's gonna do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, how he's going to do that.
I'm telling him to do that.
he can,
Is he?
he can try.
You know, he's very tall, isn't he? Can't he just grab a tentacle and yank?
He just shouts up at it and goes, "Get down here, you bastard!"
Does he have something he can throw at it?
I mean, he's basically got his great axe. That's pretty much
But
it.
is that the only weapon he has?
Afraid so, yeah. Yeah.
Useless.
Well, the barbarians are designed to charge in and swing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
just gotta wait.
that then brings us to the Grick, who again is flapping its tentacles, proverbially licking its lips at you, Saga.
Beaky lips.
It's beaky. It's beaky lips.
I'm disgusted.
And it's going to be 18
That
against
does
your,
hit.
as it kind of swipes at you with its tentacles, and that's going to be 9 slashing damage against you.
Ooh.
Who the hell does this thing think he is?
And as it's kind of coming down, slashing at you with its tentacles, it kind of tries to grab hold of you and bite into you with its beaky lips. But once again, that's only going to be a 7 against your AC, so it doesn't quite manage to bite into you, but certainly leaving big gashes down your limbs as it tries to grab a hold. And then it slithers back up to the ceiling, and it moves further south down the room, so that it's positioned quite nicely over you, Boar, and Thorik, 15 feet above. So, Thorik, you're up.
You know that scroll he's not allowed to use? That would come really handy right about now.
That would come really, really handy.
Blast that douchebag off the ceiling. Like, we've got an entire castle to get through.
Yeah.
It's one Grick, but
I was thinking, do we just run out the bloody room?
I mean, you do have from where you are. You obviously have the curtains back the way you came, and on the southern part of the room there is a door, one to the east, one to the west.
I expend a spell slot.
Okay, begrudgingly.
He's begrudgingly, but Thorik's really pissed off as it's just like gone for Saga so much. Just like, right. And he starts speaking some arcane words in Dwarvish, and closes his eyes for a second and just punches forward with the knuckle duster rings as I cast Guiding Bolt at the slithery asshole.
All right, go for it.
21.
Yes.
21 will hit, sir. Of course.
Some of that.
So, what sort of damage are we looking at here?
46.
Nice.
Radiant damage as well, so that's... 16 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Not enough to finish it off, but I believe now everybody has advantage against it, right?
So the next attack will be made with advantage against it.
The next attack will be made with advantage against it. Okay.
It, like, Bill has that kind of the silvery energy kind of bursts into it, and it's just kind of got this residual glow on its skin as it sort of burns into it.
Nice. Now, unfortunately, your barbarians aren't going to be able to attack from where they are. But did you want to move or do any bonus actions, Thorik?
As it's above me, no, I can't really. I haven't really got the bonus action for this. Oh, could I ask my boys to, if it comes down again, to try and grab onto it, to like make sure it can't slither off.
Ooh, that's a good idea. To try and grapple it.
Yeah. Like both of them just like bodily just wrestle the damn thing so it can't keep sneaking off.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Okay, so they kind of get into position, kind of, and they essentially ready some actions just to try and to grapple with this thing. Let me see. Okay, primary ability strength. Okay, cool. All right, great. Okay.
Cool. That's me.
Okay.
Oh, how badly hurt does Saga look?
How badly hurt do you look, Saga?
I've got under half my health points.
Okay.
So I've got over 10, but I am under half.
I've got my eye on you, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Gotten such a beating in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Saga's not had a good time.
No, she has not.
All right. But you're actually up next, Saga. So your next attack against this thing will have advantage because of the guiding bolt energy just kind of glowing around it, helping you to hone in on it.
Well, I'm gonna use maneuvering attack.
Okay.
Even, just because I don't want it to do the goading thing. I'm gonna use maneuvering attack to get extra for the damage roll.
Nice.
Here we go. So, still hitting with my crossbow.
Yep. With advantage.
Natural 20.
Oh!
So 24 to hit.
Nice. Okay. So you take aim and you feel the as you look at the Grick, the glow around it. You feel it really like honing in your aim as you fire off this crossbow bolt and you hit it right as it's kind of flaring its tentacles and its beak at you. Just as it's hissing, you manage to fire a bolt straight through into its mouth. Let's roll for damage. So you got double damage dice plus then your modifier.
Yeah. So 9 plus my modifier, which is 11 altogether.
Okay. How are you finishing it?
Well, it just goes in there, in this beaky mouth.
Between its beaky
it chokes
lips
on it as it dies.
and it's this
Like
large
awful gargling sounds as it chokes on the bolt.
and this large creature just drops from the ceiling with a massive thud as it hits the ground.
What was that? What is that?
That's a Grick. They hide in caves and stuff. Me and Johann found one in a whale.
Ah. Thoroughly unpleasant. And I kick it as I walk past the body.
Can't say I'm a fan either. Come here a second. And Thorik will cast Cure Wounds at level 1 on.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Anyway, you regain 12 hit points.
Not
Yay.
too shabby.
I feel a lot better.
Excellent.
Yeah, some of the scratches from this Grick start to close up,
Mhm.
and any minor blood seeping through the scratches just congeals as they scab over, and then quickly the scabs vanish from the surface of your skin.
Mm.
What would you like to do?
Fantastic. Is there anything in this room
Aside
looks
from the brazier,
useful?
no.
Was there, apart from the door we came in from, any other doorways in this room?
Yeah, so you have the previously curtained archway that you came through.
Mhm.
On the kind of on the same wall but further down, you have a matching curtained archway, which you believe leads back into the shrine that you fought the goblins in.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the southern part of the room, as you're looking down the hallway, there is a wooden door to the left and a wooden door to the right.
One of those then.
Yeah. You want to flip a coin?
Can we go and listen to the doors quietly?
Sure. Give me a perception check, please.
12.
12. You can hear nothing coming from either door.
Flip a coin.
Saga's gonna flip a coin.
The one that's glowing with light.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's
Why
like
not?
disco, disco, disco.
Yeah,
As it flips
why
through
not?
there. Okay.
So yeah, I'm rolling a d6, and 1 to 3 is heads, 4 to 6 is tails.
And which means which?
Yeah,
Heads left. Tails.
heads left. Okay, yeah. It's a 2, so it's left.
So it's left. Okay. So you open. Now, question: this coin with the light.
Mm-hmm.
Are you keeping it out or are you tucking it away?
Tucking it back into my pocket for now.
Tucking it away. Okie doke. So you're now essentially in darkness
Ooh.
in this dark hallway as you put the coin away. But obviously you've moved towards the doorway. Well, actually, do you want to open the door or does Thorik want to open the door?
Thorik will open the door.
Thorik will open the door. Okay, so, Thorik, this is another dark hallway.
Great.
There is, as you look in, there's piles of rubble from collapsed part of the castle structure, both to your left and to your right, creating like a 10-foot wide pathway. Okay. The pathway leads to a small door directly ahead of you. And there are actually also more curtains between archways.
What is this? An 80s brothel? Just like red curtains everywhere.
There's a curtain to your left and a curtain to your right.
Yeah.
So just to summarise, curtain to the left, curtain to the right, and a door directly in front of you. The pathway to the door is about 25 feet.
Thorik checks the ceiling.
Give me a perception check, please. You do have disadvantage on this, despite your dark vision, because you are in darkness. So you're treating this as dim light.
I'm going to take my coin
Oh,
out.
you're taking the coin out. All right, cool. In which case, ignore the disadvantage.
19.
19. There doesn't appear to be anything up in the ceilings.
Any crumbs about?
No crumbs.
Don't Sergei came this way.
Didn't.
I
Do
think
we
so,
keep
but-
going left?
Thorik tries to signal to Saga that we need to do like SWAT team, like look behind the curtain
Yeah,
on each
okay, yeah.
side.
We'll do that then.
Go right, I'll go left.
Okay.
Wait.
Eyes peek left.
Okay, so hang on. Who's going which way? Thorik, you...
I'm
I did-
picking left.
So Thorik's
Thorik
going...
will go right.
Okay. So... Thorik. Behind the curtain that you look behind, you can see more rubble, creating a pathway, which leads into a little corridor. Directly in front of you, about 25 feet down the corridor, you can see an iron door. And just in a kind of little alcove to the right, you can see a wooden door.
A what, sorry?
A wooden door to the right. But again, this is still about 25 feet down this corridor that you're looking at. Okay. Saga,
Mm-hmm.
you peek behind the curtain, and you see daylight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking through what remains of an almost completely collapsed tower. Okay. There are rotting crates, ancient barrels, and there is also you can see a thin sort of canvas on the far side of this ruined tower. And also, as you're looking into the room, a wooden door to the right.
Is the canvas like stretched out over something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a wall?
It's kind of how can I describe this? Yeah, I mean it's kind of stretched out, but it's hanging, so it's
hanging. Okay.
yeah, and you can kind of see it billowing a little bit in wind.
What can you see, Thorik?
2 doors. 1 iron, 1 wood.
I can see daylight. It's a collapsed tower and 1 door.
The door probably leads back into the castles.
There's some crates. I kind of want to look in to see if we can find something useful.
Thorik peeks in next to Saga so he can like see as well.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that good out to the elements.
Unless it's a trap of some sort, so out in the open.
The crates and things don't look to be in good nick.
Okay.
Well, I think we go your way. Or straight on.
Let's keep to your side. We need to find.
There's
We
the
need to
door at
find
the end of
Gundren.
it. There's a door at the end of this corridor as well, isn't there?
That's
Yeah.
correct, yes.
But we're in sort of a tower that's collapsed.
You're looking into on your side, Saga, behind, but on the other side of the curtain, you're looking into a collapsed tower.
So, Saga, do you want to go straight on to the door at the end of this corridor, or do you want to go into my one and one of the iron or wooden doors to the right?
I think your side.
Done.
So you're going behind the curtain that you saw, Thorik. Okay. So you're now in this corridor. Again, rubble either side of you. There's the iron door at the end of this corridor and the wooden door to your right.
I try the iron door.
Okay. It is locked.
Does this iron door... Do I get the impression that this is the same door that we tried to come in as the side entrance? Is there any way to determine that? Is there like a breeze around the crack that would denote that it would be leading to outside, or is it definitely like an interior door or something?
Give me a perception check.
Cool. 6.
You're not sure.
Maybe they'd have a prisoner behind a locked door. I want to peek inside the wooden door.
You're gonna crack the door open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you open the door ever slightly. Are you Are you doing this with reckless abandon, or are you?
Oh no, like definitely not reckless.
Just
the
checking.
opposite of reckless abandon.
Just checking. Do you want to give me a stealth check then, please, with disadvantage because of your armor?
Oh no, 4.
Okay. You.
Crash.
Yeah. This door really creaks.
Yeah.
Really loud, and you were not quite ready for it. You open up this door and you pop your head round, and you can see that this is a large hall that ends with a big wall of rubble. But the remainder of the hall itself is actually still intact. This looks to be like a banquet hall with a soaring ceiling that's like 25 feet high. There are 2 large wooden tables with benches standing in the middle of the room, and there's a brass brazier full of glowing coals tucked into one corner. There are dirty dishes, half-full stew pots, and mouldy bits of bread and gnawed bones all over the table. But most importantly, staring at the source of this loud creaking sound are 7 miserable-looking goblins being led by a fat, cantankerous-looking goblin, all looking at you.
Yeah. Hello. I don't do that. Saga wouldn't do that. But that was my first reaction.
And you see them quickly scramble to grab weapons off the benches, bows, scimitars, and that is where we shall end this week's episode.
Let's fight some goblins again.
I just love the idea of just oh hi.
Hello.
All right. Thank you, of course, guys, for tuning in. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and or rate and review on your podcatcher of choice. And we will catch you guys next week.